Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. In this one, as you can see, the Honda is pretty much taking shape. I've managed to get the exhausts on. I'm doing a bit of a DIY job here. I'm trying to work out how I'm going to mount these. As you can see, they're meant to be mounted that way onto the bike, so like that profile facing up against there. However, it just doesn't fit. However, it does quite nicely fit that way, which is, it looks quite good, and from the back I think it gives it quite a nice look, and also because I'm putting the paddock stands on, it actually gets around the bobbins. So what I'm going to have to do with this is I'm going to have to cut that mount off and either weld it onto here. I know somebody at work who's very good at welding stainless steel, so get him to weld that on there. And also we need to weld this pipe here, because this is a 45 to 50mm adapter pipe. However, this is actually 35. There is a little adapter with this pipe, however I don't know how that's going to fit onto this because it's a bit weirdly shaped there. However, I think that's the look I'm going to go for. So that's the next big problem. As you can see, I've got the carburetors all there, I've got the battery in, and I've got all the electrics kinda done. And we have our gauge, so if I switch on the ignition, which at this moment in time is mounted to the front tyre, that's a bit of a flaw in my plan, because I'm going to have to mount it somewhere else, because if it's on the front tyre it's just going to get ripped off. And as we can see, we have everything lit up. The neutral light isn't connected yet, because I had to reroute some of the wiring and have to extend it, so we'll get around to that. However, it should start, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this on my tripod and we'll try and get it to start. It's all fuel in the tank and hopefully it should turn over. I've checked everything, got a spark. It should just be a matter of crossing my fingers and open, so if you give me 2 seconds I'll try and start. The ignition's on. I've noticed I've got a tiny bit of a water leak coming out this pipe. It's got a pinhole in it, but that's not some GB well can't fix. But battery's charged. Got fuel, so it should just be a matter of turning it over and seeing if it'll work. So let's hope for the best. So let's have a look. Switch the fuel on when I find where it is. So there's the fuel on. Just let the carbs fill up a bit. Now I've got this actual tube down here because the overflow this is the one that had the dodgy overflow tube. So I've just got this going in here just in case. But it doesn't seem to be going in here no more, so hopefully that means we've got it all out. So it should just be a matter of pressing the ignition. Oops, I'm just knocking into the bike there. So it runs, and it runs quite smoothly. right cylinder keeps backfiring. I've noticed that. I think it's just because it's on the centre stand. Because when it's on the centre stand, the left carburetor gets more fuel than the right. So I'm not too worried about that. I don't have the choke on either, so I'm having to kind of guess where it is on the revs. Down a bit. But no, it sounds quite nice. Like I say, this is the second time in 30 years it's started and it's pristine. There's no water leaks coming from the actual water pump, which is one of the things I was worried about. There's no water leaks coming from the actual radiator, so yeah. Just letting it get up to some temperature. I don't want to rev its arse off. This is the actual temperature probe within the actual thermostat. So I'm actually getting the temperature of what the actual cooling system's running at. So it's running at 42 now. The thermostat doesn't open until 82, so it's still got quite a way to go. Sounds quite nice. Just give it a quick blip, should we? You know you want to. The revs are bouncing up and down on the rev counter as well a bit, which I'm going to have to sort out. But it's working. And off. Oh, it sounds quite nice actually. God. Oh, I'm speechless now. That's kind of the big thing now. The engine starts, it runs, and to be honest, it's running quite well. There's a tiny bit of fuel coming out of that carburetor, so that means the little fix I did on that overflow tube hasn't worked, but I'm not too boshed about that. I can try and find another way of doing that. Yeah, the only real big thing now is mounting these exhausts somehow, the way I want them. They sound quite nice with the exhaust, and obviously not sealed properly because I've just literally slotted the pipe over the top. But yeah, it's close to actually being rideable. And in relation to that, I've actually got this booked in for an MOT 2 weeks from yesterday. So it has to be done. Like I said, the big things are done on it. It's just a matter of getting all the little things on. One of the biggest problems, and well, it's not a problem, it's a pain in the bloody arse, is when they've done the powder coating. They've powder coated the blooming the actual cutouts on the actual arms, or the splines I should say, so it will not go onto any of the spline shafts, well, if you come in here and have a look. So basically what's happened is they've powder coated on the inside face of the splines, and it's just basically made it thicker, and they're tight to start with, and I can't for the life of me get them on. I'm trying to file the inside down with some needle files, but the gear shift one here has got very fine teeth, and I don't think I'm going to get to that, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if the easy fix is for now is just to get a cheap set off eBay and just stick them on so I can ride the bike. But yeah, once I've got the exhausts on, it should just be a matter of putting the seat on and I can ride it. Obviously it needs an MOT, it needs tax and needs insurance, but I'll come to that when I come to it. But yeah, it sounds bloody nice as well. Oh, I want to get out on it now. But anyway, with that quick update, I shall get back to tidying my shed, and as always, keep safe, and I shall see you